Group C and F have finished their third match day with Japan and Spain going out of Group E. But we're here to talk about the Germany-Costa Rica game. And I'm not even going to do anything. I'm just going to hand it off to Diego here because he has a lot of words to
Oh,
say.
I
Take
have
it
a lot
away.
of words. So Germany against Spain. And we're gonna have to start in the past for me to build up to this. Germany against Spain. We saw limited attacking threat from both teams in the first half. Then they both. I mean, they make a few changes, but I think the crucial ones. They bring on Morata and they bring on Fulkrug, and guess what? They both score. Now Spain start Morata and he scores. Then they take him off. We talked about that. That was weird. But Germany, instead of learning like Spain did, and okay, I want to preface this saying yes, Germany won, but they didn't. They were doing very poorly until they subbed in their subs. So Spain didn't start Fulkrug again. They started again a Thomas Muller false nine with the Sane Gnabry wings and a Musiala attacking mid. And now I think Musiala is excellent. I think Sane is very good. I think Gnabry actually had his best game of the tournament so far. Well, for him actually, the best game of the tournament. And then Muller was. The thing is, Muller's an excellent player, but he's not a striker. And so they do not start Fulkrug. Once again, after learning that they needed to start him, they looked instantly so much better against Spain. He had three. He could have had a hat trick if they passed him to him. He already scored one goal, and yet they do not start him. I cannot. I don't want to curse right now, but if I were German, I would be furious because I could not imagine any good reason why you don't start Fulkrug. He literally has proven to you he changes your attack and makes you instantly so much better. He gives you a focal point, someone to cross to, someone to fight for the ball, someone to hold the ball up, and you don't start him. And then guess what? Let me get the timeline here. So they sub. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my the only thing I can imagine being the reason is maybe Fulkrug doesn't have the best stamina. I don't know. I don't watch Werder Bremen games. Maybe right. That could be a factor, but. And maybe Hansi Flick's idea is, okay, let's bring him on in the end when we need him to score. But you shouldn't have to have someone coming on in the end to score. If you're Germany against Costa Rica and Japan, start them away, get the goals in, take them off 60, 70 minutes, and then you're good. There shouldn't be a let's catch up in the end. Because look what happens. They're not in the World Cup anymore. The second World Cup in a row they're out of the group stage after winning one. Good. Take it away, Dave. Go ahead.
To address your point about Werder Bremen, I don't know, but I do know is he's one player of the month 2 months in a row, and he's top goal scorer. So I think that's honestly Hansi Flick says I think it's just an excuse. Yeah. And I'm looking at the subs that they bring him in, the times they bring him in. So at halftime they make Klosterman for Goretzka, which I wasn't watching the game. Maybe he wanted to shore up something or change something up because I think they started Kimmich at right back, which was an interesting choice. So they bring out Goretzka, bring in Klosterman, and move Kimmich to the midfield, which is fine. And then they bring on Fulkrug in the 55th minute. And then they bring on Kai Havertz, who was also a game changer, by the way. I want to shout out Kai Havertz.
Yeah, he did. He scored two.
I'm unimpressed with him at Chelsea, but he was impressive today. And
every Chelsea player in the World Cup.
Yeah, that's true. I saw that too. Most Chelsea players doing well. But Mario Götze brought on, sure. So they're down 2-1 in the 70th minute. Neuer scores an own goal. Kai Havertz scores with a Fulkrug assist. Kai Havertz scores with a Gnabry assist. Fulkrug scores with a Sane assist. I'm sorry. Your two substitutes literally changed the game for you.
Yep.
And you don't. Fulkrug showed you why he should start. Kai Havertz. I mean, maybe you could argue he hasn't played much, so why would he start him? But either way, basically he sticks with the same. Maybe I don't think Sane started last game, but you stuck with the same 3 of the 4 players that didn't do much for you. And what a surprise, you're down 2-1. And then if we're being honest, if Costa Rica don't score those 2 goals, all of a sudden Germany's goal differential looks a lot closer, and maybe they can get that one or last 2 goals to equal Spain's, because Spain had an insane win that they had to catch up to. But because of that, it took them so long to actually start dominating the game. It was too late by then. And I just can't, for the life of me, understand why he goes with this starting 11.
Yeah,
I can't.
For me, like, I understand Muller and Musiala play a very similar position, right? They both play central attacking mid, and you want both in the game because both have been phenomenal. To me, I think Muller is at striker to have Muller in the game, not to have a striker.
Oh yeah,
obviously.
absolutely.
But this is the World Cup. You have to take the risk of not playing him and just bringing him in later, and you instead start Fulkrug. You have Adiemi. You even have Yusuf Mokoko to bring in at some point. You have Mario
We
Götze
haven't
that
even
can play
seen
up top,
Makoko, and he's
right?
balling. What is going on?
It's very questionable substitutions, questionable starters, and like we keep saying, look what happened. They're not in the World Cup anymore, and even Thomas Muller tweeted out right now, or he responded to a question. I think I'm saying he said, "If this is my last game, it was a huge pleasure. I've done it with love." This shouldn't be Muller's last game. You can't as the manager, as the staff, you can't let this be his last game in the World Cup for Germany.
Mm,
Whatever he's alluding to, it's disappointing. They did dominate. Don't get me wrong, they dominated Costa Rica. I mean, they had 32 shots to Costa Rica 7, but the fact that Costa Rica even scored twice is should not be happening. Like
no,
no offense to Costa Rica, but they shouldn't be.
no,
They shouldn't have ended the group with 3 points. I'm sorry, but like this is a domination game. Should be for Germany, and they did. But I think like you started off the video by going back to the first games and how they've just repeatedly messed up, and they haven't learned from their mistakes. We've seen at least Spain started Morata today, and he got to go for them.
exactly,
Right.
exactly.
Like
Yeah,
at least Luis Enrique looks at it and he's like, okay, you know what? Maybe he does something up top. But no, you put Muller up top, who's not a goal scorer or not your number 9, and he doesn't get the job done, obviously. And Fulker comes in and gets the job done. I mean, the rest of the team, you can't really complain. Nabry had a beautiful assist. Nabry's
he
assist to
did.
Havertz was class. The rest was fine. I mean, like Martin Götze even almost had a chance coming in, but Germany had the World Cup because of themselves. Like, let's be honest. Despite Spain winning on goal difference, Germany did this themselves by losing to Japan, and tying with Spain, and then having to be so far behind in goal difference, like we said.
Yeah,
This is their fault. There's no other way about it. This is Hansi
yeah,
Flick's fault.
agreed.
Yeah, that's as much as you can say.
And this surprises me too, considering where he was Bayern Munich manager for 2 to 3 years. He won the treble, Champions League, Bundesliga, and this cup. I forget the cup's name right now. And
I can't even think of
li-
it. Jeez.
yeah, the DFB Pokal.
Thank you.
And he won those 3 with, yes, Robert Lewandowski, but a true striker up front. He
Yep.
didn't try no false 9 BS. Why are you trying it now? And I was looking at the games right now. Against Japan, he tried a false 9 with Kai Havertz. Kai
Mm-hmm.
Havertz is not a false 9. Did not work out. Guess what? He
Mm-hmm.
did well when Fulkrug was playing with him, with a true striker.
Yep.
Against Spain, he tried a Muller false 9. Did not work out.
Yep.
And now he tried a Germany another Muller false 9, where eventually had to substitute him in, and then they scored. So the signs were there. You have no one to blame but yourself. And I'm surprised by the man who had Robert Lewandowski up front, a true legendary striker of the game. You see
One of
what
the best of
strikers
all
can
time.
do,
Yeah.
and you choose to not play a striker. I just can't. I don't understand the reasoning. I really do
Right.
not.
You really can't. I mean, there's nothing to explain it, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just disappointing all around. Germany's a team that I think we all would like to see move forward. After having not seen them move forward in the last World Cup, you at least want to
Right.
do it for Musiala, do it for Muller, who might
Mm-hmm.
not play another World Cup. You want to see what they can do. I was talking to that German guy at a game a week or two ago. He thought they were going to semis. Like, it's just disappointing, not for us, but especially for German fans too.
Yeah.
Like, it's just very disappointing. I mean, what else can you really say? We have one more day of games before the knockout rounds, before round of 16 begins with the USA game. But the bracket, I just want to mention the bracket before we end the video. Looks really interesting so far. I'll just go from top to bottom so far.
Mm-hmm.
Or on the left side, Netherlands versus USA. Winner of that plays the winner of Argentina, Australia. 2 good games. I think Argentina runs wild with Australia, but Dutch, USA should be a good game. Beneath that, Japan, Croatia play, which Stego said in the last game is going to be great against to be announced depending on the results of tomorrow. On the right side, France versus Poland, and then England versus Senegal. Winners of those play each other. Both, I think, good games. I think Senegal may have a chance to upset England here, but I think
better chance than Poland do.
Definitely. I mean, Poland haven't been that great. Poland, they've been like whatever. They've scraped their way to the round of 16, and France, as dominant as they have been, don't have much of a worry, in my opinion.
No.
So I think France, England there, and then below them, Morocco, Spain, which should be a good game as well. He said in the last video, or I won't say anything. I'll say if you want to go hear what Diego said about it, go check out the other video, in our Spain versus Japan reaction, and they play a to be announced game. But as much as I hate to admit it, Qatar is bringing about a good World Cup here, for sure.
That's very
For
true.
sure.
I think we were. Hold on, I just realized something. Didn't we have France on the left side of the brackets?
Did we? I think we might have.
What?
Have
Oh, because we had Denmark going first. That's why we had Denmark going
Yes,
first.
we
'cause
had a
of World Cup.
shocker.
Yeah,
We had a
yeah.
shocker. We also had Wales on the left side and Belgium.
Okay.
So we
Well,
didn't do that.
yeah, you know what? You live and you learn.
The right side, we did have England playing Senegal. I will say
Hey,
we did have England playing Senegal.
hey.
I'm pretty sure in the wrong spot, like in a different. We had them like the first in the top match instead of the second
Oh,
match.
okay.
But we still had, and we had Croatia versus Japan. So
Look at us.
look at us. I think tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow we'll try to do like a revisiting our predictions that we made a few weeks ago. Before we do that, if you want to go check that out, please do so. So have a little context to when we make the video. But yeah, I don't think no one's really predicted this accurately so far.
No.
You can say that's been a tough prediction. It's been a lot of underdog stories, which is great. I love that. Yeah, I think we'll cap it off here then. We've said all we need to say. Diego has let the steam off against Hansi Flick. So if you got to this point, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to help us out on the road to 100 subscribers. Please subscribe if you want more match reactions. They've been doing pretty well on our channel. The USA one is the most viewed video, so if you watch that or any of the other two, we appreciate you greatly and we thank you for that. So yeah, turn notifications on, like the video, all that stuff, and we'll see you on the next match reaction. So see you guys later.
Thank you.